Hey everybody, welcome back to Awakened Intuition. My name is Steve. I'm here somewhat early this morning, although you might not see the video in the morning, and I'm here to talk to you about the pineal gland, how to decalcify it, what that even means, and really why you should. So, first of all, the pineal gland is a small pea-shaped gland in your brain, and it is basically connected almost towards the spinal column, and it is a pea-shaped sort of gland right near the pituitary gland. They are said to have a dual function, although they're not connected directly. And it is a source of energy. It has a direct impact on melatonin releasing, and a lot of people have theirs calcified, basically meaning deactivated or not working. This is sort of an electrical energy that comes from it, and when you do activate it and you do the right things to become aware of it, you can essentially have more energy, live life through a dream-like state, because that's sort of what life is like, right? It's a dream, and as you go through life and you are aware of that, you can sort of perceive the dream in any way you like and attract what you desire through the law of attraction, create sort of a magnetism. And I'll talk about what worked in my personal experience and generally what you can do to do this and increase your awareness, energy output, and dreamlike flow of creating the reality that you want. So the first step, and I think a very important step of it all, is you've got to meditate. This happens because you need to breathe deeply and allow your body to basically relax and heal. And this might seem like an esoteric concept, but if you're watching this video, I don't think so, but basically you need to breathe and flow energy through your body. So you should relax. Take deep breath. My nose is still stuffy from the other day, but that's essentially what you would do a bunch. Now, what I'm going to tell you is all of these steps, and when you combine them all is when you get the really great magic. You don't want to just do one or two of these steps. All of them should be essential to the process. So you want to have deep breathing, meditation. The second thing, more practical, is you need to eat a cleaner diet. This is actually something that I struggled with for a while because I wasn't really doing it. I used to eat really unhealthy. I lived in Buffalo, New York, for about 5-6 months one time, last year, of course, and I was just kind of inspired to eat healthier. So I was not really eating meat at all. I was having a lot of fruit. I was eating a lot of nuts, everything like that. And what it turns out is that I was meditating a lot too, and I had a lot more energy, and I was much more positive. So those two things combined really helped out. You want to have an alkaline diet because all the acidic foods really just, in one general aren't good for you, and two, they also calcify the pineal gland. The other thing you want to do, speaking of which, food, you have water. You should really avoid fluoride in your water, so you need to drink with a water filter. Luckily for me, this is something I've been doing for about 5 years now, honestly. I've been drinking out of a filter 5-6 years, and I never go back. If I do get water out of my home, I get filtered water. And listen, once you do this, because some people will say, I don't taste the difference. I don't taste the difference. Once you actually gain awareness of the difference and you taste all the minerals and just the quality of water changed, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I was drinking this the whole time. I can't even drink tap water anymore. I was in Lake George over the summer for my birthday, and we didn't have water at first in the Airbnb. So everyone said, just drink out of the tap water, it's fine. And I took a sip. I said, I can't drink that. They said, it tastes fine, it tastes fine. Everyone had it, but I was just so used to drinking this, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I just didn't really do it. I went out and got water from somewhere else. So you're going to want to do that. And some people will say, don't use fluoride in your toothpaste because fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. I actually saw this study that said that basically a lot of people have way too much fluoride in their brain and their pineal gland, so it could do with your toothpaste too, I suppose, with what you're putting through your mouth directly. I personally do, honestly. I haven't had a problem with it though, so I'm not sure, but they couldn't hurt if you didn't do that, basically. So I would suggest you have a filter on your water, you eat healthier, and you're meditating a lot. And then also there's the aspect of visualization and positive emotional output. You want to have at a high vibrational thought frequency. When you're having negative thoughts, it doesn't help. For some strange reason, I think it has to do with the channeling of the energy and the breathing. But when you're in a negative flow and your mind is replaying these negative thoughts like subconscious pattern, it doesn't work and you don't get that jolting electric energy. So let me put this in perspective for you. I was in Buffalo, like I said. I was eating healthy. I was basically drinking clean water as I always do. I was meditating every night for like an hour, just deep breathing, really, really focused. And maybe you don't have to go that crazy about it, but that's just what I felt inclined to do. And also, I was just visualizing using the law of attraction every single night before bed, trying to basically reprogram my subconscious mind with positive thoughts about how I wanted to be successful, who I wanted to become, what type of lifestyle I wanted to live, how people treated me, and how you felt. And I felt that emotion every night, and it was really working. Well, one aspect that I think is important of sort of raising this kundalini energy and getting that electrical jolt and feeling that pineal gland activation. I've only really done this successfully one time when I talk about the jolting of energy, but I have also in general been maintaining a higher state of awareness. So it really just depends on what you're doing. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in my house, but which does happen sometimes. So basically, when you retain a large amount of sexual energy and you sort of reciprocate it into a positive way, it actually allows you to have more focus, more awareness, and raise a higher level of energy and vibration through your body. It's one of the most powerful forms of energy that you have, and it has one of the most powerful ways of raising your vibration. If you haven't read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, you should. It talks a lot about the most stimulating vibrational things that essentially can raise your energy level, and sexual energy is the top of the list. I am also a musician, and I found it interesting that music was one of the things that also can raise you vibrationally. I mean, it makes sense, but I've been involved in music my whole life, so that's a thing too that can key you up. As it says in the book, sometimes I listen to the music and I actually feel my brain sort of jolt or vibrate, and my spine sort of like almost like tickle and sort of like vibrate, and that happens. But when you do all of those things combined, I had mentioned the food, the water, the clean diet, the meditating, the breathing, visualization, and the redirection of sexual energy, you get the extreme jolt of energy. And that's something, that extreme jolt is something I've only experienced once. It was like, that was in Buffalo, which is why I mentioned that story. And actually is what I'm trying to accomplish now again, which was actually about a year ago. So I've had slight, jolts of energy since then, but nothing compares to that one time when it was like constantly in the regiment and doing that every day. And man, I'll tell you, the magnetism was unreal. I went to school because I was taking my master's courses there the next day, and I felt like a new man. Everywhere I walked was just bursting with life. Everything was so good. I was so aware of my surroundings. I was so peaceful and calm, just playful, had such a wonderful presence about me, and life was just going great. No problems. I was attracting just joy and success. Honestly, everything that I thought would be difficult was easy, and everything that was easy was fun. So that's the point, and you just make life great. And I would suggest you try it because there's no harm in doing this. Now, obviously, it can be challenging because when you're used to indulging in bad food, or you're not used to drinking so much clean water, or you're not used to retaining from having sex, or you're not used to meditating for long periods of time. These can be hard habits to turn around in a sense, but that's where the visualization comes in, right? You want to visualize yourself feeling the good way and visualize yourself actually doing this, and then I think it will give you that extra step and motivation to do it when you're struggling. And that's essentially it. It's a great thing you should try, and honestly, I think you should leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'd love to answer them, or if you've done it yourself and you want to share your experience with everybody. So thanks for watching my videos. I am back. It's crazy how long it's been, but you guys still watched, and we're going to grow this thing, and we're going to grow this channel, and I'm very, very appreciative. So thank you for everything. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Peace.